Thank you very much. Thank you for attending this final presentation before the coffee break thing. After this very long day, and we have heard a lot about AI in education, and I see we all have positioned ourselves in different perspectives, different ways to tackle the issue of AI in education. We have heard a lot, and we have heard too many factors influencing the embrace of AI in education. My research starts with the motivation side of from the students' perspective. I think I still been thinking from the early morning when we heard from the keynote speech, when he threw the idea, when he was trying to tackle the issue of AI in the future of education. And he said, I don't know, because I don't have the crystal ball. I have been thinking about the crystal ball since the morning. I think it is the student who has all the answers, all the issues, all the concerns we have when we are trying to navigate all technologies in education, how to embrace, how to adopt, how to integrate new technologies in education. It is the students. So we have to have all the factors influencing students' benefits from AI in education. This one thing. Another thing, I have been using flipped learning in my teaching since 2013. Flipped learning, and you all know about it, and since maybe COVID-19, there has been a transformation of flipped learning, because we now have a full online flipped learning in the terms of synchronous and asynchronous online learning. In this term, I am because also we have the issue of online learning, which is now everywhere. We couldn't escape from online. Students love online learning, and we are pushed to embrace it. So online learning as part of flipped learning. So we are talking about flipped learning, which has two different forms. The online learning of the part of the flipped learning, which is I am concerned about in my flipped learning, because students are left alone with their materials, with their understanding of the materials, and preparing for the exams and so on. And here we have a big issue, which is motivation. Students' motivation, how to be motivated, how to motivate themselves when they are alone. Because when the students are with the teacher might play something to motivate them. But when they are alone, we are concerned about those, at least the kinds of students who do not have this the self skills to motivate themselves. So how we can motivate them, or how we can play in this area of motivation to keep them, because without motivation, I think students will lose too much of the learning or the journey of learning. So it is not something we can just neglect, how to motivate the students. And we couldn't stress it enough. For online learning, as we mentioned, it is an emerging and evolving and developing mode of learning. So we are because at least it is flexible, it is convenient, and for all other factors. The context, which is in the Hashemite University in Jordan, if you know, in the Middle East, Jordan, a small country, and we have this big university of 30,000 students. It has embraced online learning completely or partially, in the term of blended learning or online learning for some courses. This course, which I have been teaching, which is Computers in Education, was offered online. It was traditional, then it was offered online, and now it is blended. To do these things, basically. Motivation energizes, motivation drives students' engagement and learning persistence. Students' motivation to learn has been linked to their academic achievement, and all these are supported by the literature. Motivation or motivating students is a challenge in traditional settings. We all know we are in the classroom, especially now, we're dealing with these kinds of students who are distracted by too many things, especially now. How about when they are online alone? Students might feel alone in online learning without or minimal support. When they don't have the support, they might feel alone. They might be feel abandoned by the education system because they face challenges, they face understanding gaps, and so on. And when they are alone, they have no support to how to tackle these issues. Motivation, especially intrinsic, derives engagement and success. We heard from the presentation from Singapore that motivation can be achieved through the AI, embracing AI with gamification, which has been supported by the findings of this study. Now, also we heard some issues or discussion about AI agents or AI as a tool or agent. I have been looking lately, at least, at AI as agents. And this is this is a main issue in the current study. And another issue, how to forbid or don't allow students to use AI or to encourage them to use it. I jumped a bit forward. So in my course, or for this study, students were required to use AI agents for the experimental group. So I had two groups, one control group and another as experimental group. For the experimental group, students were asked to use AI, which was identified as Gemini. So they all were required to download Gemini and to use it. How they were asked to use it, during the online section of flipped learning, they were asked to use Gemini as an assistant. So they were asked to engage in discussions, not as answer, question and answer, to in this form, not to use it as a Google search. No, they were asked to use it as their digital companion to discuss the issues, because I usually give them videos about the topics. Each topic has its video before the class, so they were required to watch the video. After they watched the video, they were asked to engage with the AI agent, Gemini, in the discussion about this particular topic. The aim, which was identified for them in the beginning, was in two dimensions. One, to expand understanding, and the second, to deepen understanding of the particular subject or issue we are tackling in the next meeting. So at some stages, I asked them to submit their discussion with the AI. So what answers, what questions they asked the Gemini, and what answer they got. So again, they were asked to have this interactive relationship with the AI agent. Of course, we heard a lot about AI in education since the morning, but adaptive learning pathways, enhancing engagement and motivation are some of the key issues. We still need a lot about a lot to do in this particular areas as a research and investigation, examination. AI agents supporting both intrinsic and extrinsic motivation by adopting or adapting to individualized feedback. Some of the key issues we are still need more to explore. Research problem for this study. This study sought to answer the question, what is the impact of using Gemini AI assistant in online learning environment on students' motivation to learn? The study employed semi-experimental design. We compared the motivation of an experimental group using Gemini with a control group used to learn in the traditional way, and the online synchronous and asynchronous modes. The participants were students in this particular course, which is computers in education. The total of the students were 115 from the Faculty of Educational Sciences, 65 in the experimental group and 50 in the control group. Of course, the majority were female students because of the education sector. The instrument, a 30-item student motivation test was developed for this particular study. Of course, its validity and reliability were ensured. The findings, as I mentioned before, it confirms what we heard earlier about the use of AI can motivate students in their learning. So the study demonstrated that the Gemini AI assistant significantly boosted students' motivation by providing personalized, because some of the items were asking about personalized learning for students and engagement, online learning environments. Gemini AI facilitates self-regulated learning by offering, because I think or I do believe this support students get when they are alone can give them this support, and maybe we can or we need to explore more how this can impact students' development of other skills or soft skills in terms of self-regulation and time management and so on. In asynchronous online settings, AI tools like Gemini might serve as supplementary motivational resources for students.
2 minutes.
I'm done. The study found that there was statistically significant differences between the control group and the experimental group in terms of using AI for motivation. Motivation in online learning requires more than access to information, which is very important to keep it in mind, not to give the students just the content online and to expect the best. They need too many things, including motivation, how to keep engaged, keep motivated to learn. Because when there are content online, without motivation, they wouldn't open it. Educators should integrate AI tools thoughtfully, emphasizing the development of students' self-regulation skills such as self-control, time management, and metacognition to maximize engagement and academic success. That's it.
Time for a couple of questions.